Hello everyone, I'm Chris Hernandez and this is the Weekly Report. A look at your news from the city of Kansas City, Missouri. The fountains are spraying and the water is splashing once again. This year's annual Fountain Day celebration was held at the Spirit of Freedom Fountain, which is located at Emmanuel Cleaver II Boulevard and Cleveland Avenue. The largest portion of the repair cost was funded as part of the Go KC Infrastructure Repairs Program.
This is a good example of our city tax dollars at work with the general obligation bonds that have really paved the way to make sure that this fountain and other work and all the cones and everything that you see going on across the entire city, that is exactly what has helped pay for this.
I'm here today to just once again thank the residents of this city for approving that $800 million general obligation program last year. When we stood up and asked voters for their support, we said one of the first things we're going to do as the City of Fountains is make sure that all of our fountains are working. And I'm pleased to stand here today saying this one and another one is under construction, and all of our fountains in this beautiful city will be running the way citizens deserve it. So hats off to our residents.
3, 2, 1.
The airlines serving Kansas City have added 4 more gates to the design of the new terminal at KCI. Traffic counts are increasing faster than projected. The new gates would increase the number of gates from 35 to 39. Remember that the original plan already called for the ability to expand up to 42 gates in the future. The city has also launched a new sidewalk program that takes the burden of making repairs off of the individual property owner. As approved by voters, this Go KC project commits $150 million to sidewalks and starts by tackling the backlog of repair requests.
So I'm really thrilled to be here as we pour our first GeoBond sidewalk, and literally before we blow away. This is a milestone that signals the first log of the first round of backlog repairs on sidewalks throughout the city. That's going to be about a $6 million hit right there. And once we complete the backlog, then we're going to start on the systemic and systematic repair program and allocate approximately $7.5 million a year towards sidewalks and ADA curb ramp compliance.
This started for me about 4.5 years ago when I got a call from a lady in the Northeast in her 80s who said, "I've got a tree that's buckling up my sidewalk, will you come out and fix it?" And I had to tell her what many of my colleagues had to tell their residents when they would call about sidewalks, and they'd say, and we would say, well, if you want us to come out and fix it, you're going to have to pay for it. This woman said, well, I didn't even plant that tree, the city did. We created a program that we asked the citizens of Kansas City to vote for, and they did in incredible numbers. And this is the result.
That's what gets us up in the morning. That's why we go to work every day, is to create jobs. That's what we're passionate about. That's what motivates us.
Pretty much everyone at some point relies on the sidewalk, and so having a sidewalk and places to cross the street safely on foot are absolutely fundamental to the mission of Bike Walk KC.
We are extremely happy to be able to show you the progress so far and kind of officially announce that we are going to be opening really soon our Variety KC all-inclusive playground. As many things happen here at the zoo, this started out as kind of a little bitty nature play area that wasn't going to cost much of anything. And then it took on a life of its own, which is great because it's allowed us to bring an activity center that every kid in this town community will be able to enjoy. You can see that we went from mulch pathways, we concreted the area. All these little different nodes around are going to be activity centers. We're going to have rides that wheelchairs can get on, all kinds of great, wonderful things for kids to enjoy.
I just want to first thank the zoo for taking this step and making this effort. This really is groundbreaking and something that's unique in the country, and it's something that we hope will inspire other zoos and other communities. You know, Kansas City is really lucky to be blessed with a zoo that is innovative and looking at doing things like this. And we're also blessed to be a community that I think is on the forefront of inclusion.
So much of what we accomplish in this city, the most impactful things are all done through partnership. And so to have the Variety Club and the Kansas City Zoo and all the supporters behind each organization to come together to rally around making an inclusive environment for these kids is important. We know the importance of play. We know the social benefits of them being able to interact. Also the benefit of them being out in the sun and see the animals and be in nature is so important.
In the parks business, playgrounds are what we're all about. Got over 100 throughout our city. Not all of them are totally inclusive, but we're working toward that, and that's critically important. And obviously there's a message in relationship to the all-inclusive and relationship to the nature play. So great opportunity to do this. I'm glad everybody was able to come out on a beautiful day, and looks like it's going to be really busy out here the next few weeks here at the zoo. And thanks for the opportunity. I want to give a little shout out to our marketing and PR team, Jesse Frazier here in front and Heidi Downer, and thanks for the opportunity to make a few comments. Appreciate it.
At this time, I would also like to just give you a little bit of a testament from what it's like to be a parent of a child who's going to get to experience this amazing place. I'd like to invite up Kathleen Flournoy to tell you a little bit more about why it's so very important for the family. So thank you for your support, and please continue to support Variety and the zoo in this endeavor.
Hi everybody, I'm so excited to be here and see all these people that heard from our hearts what we needed so our children could come out to the zoo and be included and be active and belong. And I can't tell you how much that means to me that Kansas City Zoo heard us, along with Councilwoman Hall and the other council folks, to make this project happen. And to be the first in the nation, that's just amazing. This may seem like something very simple and you know, not a big deal, but what this does is this allows my child to be able to come out here and spend the day just like any of the other able-bodied children. So you have children that have cognitive issues, you have children that have mobility issues. This incorporates both. This allows Katie, when she starts to get tired and needs a rest, to calm down. There's quiet zones, there's areas for her to refresh and rejuvenate and be able to spend the rest of the day with her other 4 siblings so that we can have family time, quality family time. Thank you so much from my heart that that you all heard that and made this project come to light. So thank you.
The Origin KC New Works Festival kicks off on April 27th and includes parties, panel discussions, and world and regional premiere productions. Here to tell us more about this event that is supported by the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund is Marissa Wolf, New Works Director. Marissa, thank you so much for having us here at the Kansas City Repertory offices.
Yes, yes. Well, we're thrilled to share the 3rd annual Origin KC New Works Festival. So the festival was started 3 years ago as a way to respond to new voices and new plays coming out that are looking at issues of this moment, of our time, questions that we ask ourselves every day, both in Kansas City and across the country. This year's festival features 3 amazing new plays. Brother Toad by Nathan Lewis Jackson, that looks at Kansas City families and how they protect themselves in an era of mounting gun violence. Carolee Corthron's play Welcome to Fear City, which looks at the birth of hip-hop in the 1970s Bronx. And Letters from Freedom Summer by Ricardo Kahn, who leads the project with UMKC MFA students, undergrads, and community members. And that one's here on the Spencer stage. And that one looks at the 1964 Freedom Summer, in which people worked on the right to vote for Black folks in the South. We're thrilled to present these 3 plays in rotating repertory. So one night you can come and see one play, and you come back the next night and see a different play. And then on May 11th and 12th, we have something called Festival Weekend. This is an incredible weekend at the Copagan stage where you can not only catch these productions, the full productions, but you can also see 3 new play readings and catch all kinds of panel discussions that will go really deep into our cultural moment and the role arts play in thinking about politics and perspective. And we'll also, of course, offer many parties, lunches, and we love bringing people together to break bread and share in art.
Well, and so the productions are ticketed, but the rest of the programming is free.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So we try to keep the production tickets accessible to all, and we've got great offers for you if you go to our website. And the Festival Weekend with the readings is completely free. So you can drop by, see all 3 readings, catch a panel, have a meal with us, or just come to one and check it out. Readings can be so fun because you're seeing a new play in process. You actually get to be at the forefront of the creation of art. And one of the other things that I love about the Origin KC New Works Festival is that audiences come together to discuss the powerful topics that are looked at inside the plays. We have a community conversation that we host after every production, and we talk with audiences about the questions that the plays raise. We're really interested in engaging not only as artists and audience, but as a community.
So as a parent, if you're deciding what activities to do with your children, what would be the ideal age that you would recommend?
We're saying 12 and up. I think that these plays are certainly accessible and have a youthful element, and so middle school, high school age will really connect to the themes in the play.
And as far as your audiences that you're hoping to reach, what has been your attendance in the past? Where do audience members come from, and how many people are you anticipating this year?
Great question. So we've got our core rep audiences who come from the greater Kansas City area, absolutely, Jackson and Johnson County and the Northlands, but we've also draw a lot of new audiences with the festival because we're telling new stories. We've got a wonderful sort of multi-generational spread in most of our festival shows and a more diverse audience. We also are thrilled to welcome out-of-town guests for the festival, including some VIP artistic thought leaders and artistic directors from across the country who come in and see the work we're doing here and respond to it. And if you come out on the festival weekend, you'll get to hear their responses and engage with them in the national conversation. We are so grateful for the Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund for their support so that we can get the word out that this festival is happening and build a major local and national presence.
Great. And where's the best place to get all of the information about the festival?
You can purchase tickets and find out information on our website, kcrep.org.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having us here at the Rep, and we're looking forward to the festival.
Thank you so much.
The Neighborhood Tourist Development Fund supports local nonprofits that bring cultural, social, educational, and recreational activities to our area. To learn about additional upcoming events, visit kcmo.gov/ntdf.
You can save some green this spring. Take part in the annual Show Me Green Sales Tax Holiday from April 19th through 25th, and depending upon where you buy your Energy Star qualified appliances, you could receive significant savings. City, county, and state sales tax exemptions may add up to encourage sustainability. For more information, visit our website at kcmo.gov. The city's spring curbside leaf and brush pickup wraps up this week with collection in the Central Zone, which starts April 23rd. Remember, you may leave up to 20 bags or bundles of leaves and brush at the curb on your regular trash day. The city's leaf and brush drop-off sites are also now open. Those sites are located at 11660 North Main, 1815 North Shoto Trafficway, and 10301 Raytown Road. Drop-off is free to residents on Saturdays with identification. And for more information about these pickups, visit kcmo.gov/leaf and brush. And that does it for this edition of the Weekly Report. To view this program again or any of our other Channel 2 videos, just go to kcmo.gov/channel 2. And that page has a link to our YouTube channel where you can view our programs on demand. I'm Chris Hernandez, and we'll see you next time.